Hi friends, welcome to One India News Hour. The most powerful leaders in America were all tweeting about bitcoins. A new global survey reveals that organizations have rapidly shifted their digital transformation priorities during the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's helping deliver a more human-centric experience. A survey states that successful digital transformation is only possible if businesses embrace a holistic approach across three key organizational pillars, that is people, process and technology. And all these three pillars must be working in harmony for the initiative to meet all of its objectives and have a positive impact. Digital transformation certainly hasn't been easy sailing for most organizations. We can't deny the fact that Twitter has an unknown vulnerability, and it is very sad to admit, but there are many ways to hack into such high-profile accounts along with regular user accounts. Some of them can be platform their staff uses to post tweets is compromised. Some apps linked to those accounts via OAuth is compromised. Twitter employee is compromised, and attackers have access to internal Twitter tools. The most important part of digital transformation is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity refers to the protection of internet-connected systems, including hardware, software, and critical data from attack, damage, or unauthorized access. There are multiple components of cybersecurity, such as next-generation security platforms, machine learning, automation, and the zero trust model, which we call this as Cyberpedia. Let's look into today's headlines in Var India. A new flaw in Zoom found the fraudsters can breach into networks. A researcher disclosed details of a minor but easy to exploit flaw reported in Zoom, the highly popular and widely used video conferencing software. The latest Zoom flaw could have allowed attackers to mimic an organization, tricking its employees or business partners or its workers into revealing personal or other private data using social engineering tricks. Bandhan Bank mulls merger with holding company as per the guidelines. Bandhan Bank is considering reducing promoter stake by merging with its holding company Bandhan Financial Holdings, and this is one of the ways under consideration, and before taking any step, the bank will wait for the outcome of the Reserve Bank of India appointed panel on holding company structure. Reliance is a threat to the e-commerce biggies including Amazon, Walmart. Industry pundits are thinking of the idea of the Jio platform to raise a $20 billion fund to become a digital giant to adopt the digital plans which extend from online shopping and cloud computing to telecom and digital payments. Experts believe that it is quite threatening for the US companies like Amazon, Walmart and Zoom for India. UC Web lays off India staff. UC Web had entered India a decade ago and operated the browser along with the news app and the VMate short video app. UC Web is the subsidiary of Alibaba Group Holding, is slashing staff in India and told some employees in a letter dated July 15 that they were losing their jobs. The letter says the termination is on account of the ban imposed by the Government of India on UC Web and VMate, hampering the company's ability to continue providing services in India. Ashwini Kumar Tiwari took over as SBI Card CEO. SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited has appointed Ashwini Kumar Tiwari as its Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, India's second largest issuer of credit cards. The company informed in the stock exchange filing that Tiwari will assume his new role for a period of 2 years starting August. He will replace Hardayal Prasad, who is voluntarily retiring after a stint of 2.5 years. Diwakar Dayal to join Qualys as the MD for APJ. Diwakar is a senior business leader with over 22 years of experience working for Tenable as the Managing Director for building and leading cybersecurity and ICT business for global organizations. He quit his present position in Tenable to join Qualys, the company into vulnerability management solution that continuously and automatically detects vulnerabilities and critical misconfigurations across your global hybrid environment. Roshni Nadar steps up to Shiv Nadar's chair as HCL chairperson. HCL Tech has now welcomed Roshni Nadar Malhotra as the new chairperson with immediate effect. Shiv Nadar will be stepping down from the chairman's post but will retain his MD position. He will also be appointed the Chief Strategy Officer of the company and will oversee the strategic direction of the firm. Samsung pumps in $7 million into Magic Pin. Hyperlocal discovery and rewards platform Magic Pin has raised $7 million from Samsung Venture Investment Corporation and its existing investors, including Lightspeed and Waterbridge Ventures. This fundraising is part of the company's ongoing Series D round. 3 tech companies to power next-gen 5G telecom networks. The 3 Indian giants, Anil Agarwal controlled Sterlite Technologies, Reliance Industries controlled Redisys, and Tech Mahindra are developing software, manufacturing and systems integration capabilities to power the building of the next generation of virtualized 5G telecom networks. TDSAT stays Tri's order to Voda Idea Airtel to stop priority services. The Telecom Disputes Settlement and Appellate Tribunal, that is TDSAT, has decided to stay the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India's decision to halt priority service tariff plans by Vodafone Idea and Bharti Airtel. TDSAT had reserved its order on the plea against TRAI's decision to halt these new tariff plans. TRAI had called these plans discriminatory. What happened with Twitter earlier today is really unfortunate. The recent episode of Twitter just became the latest victim of a huge security breach which has now left their internal team crippled. A malicious threat actor, by accessing Twitter's admin tool on the company's network, went on to hijack several high-profile Twitter accounts including Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk and Democratic presidential hopeful Joe Biden. After doing so, the hacker spread a cryptocurrency scam via their accounts. COVID update. India has crossed the grim milestone of over 1 million coronavirus infections. With this, the number of positive coronavirus cases reported now stands at 10,05,531 and the death toll from the disease stands at 25,619. To conclude, there was a huge scale of attack on high-profile targets who were clearly chosen for their visibility. We feel gaining control of accounts and sending out tweets wasn't the ultimate goal of the intruders. They could have changed, deleted or stolen data, gained access to private and highly confidential DMs, etc. They have used the cryptocurrency scam as a power tool to prove to the world that they have sensitive information at hand. We have yet to see the full impact of what this attack was about and feel that there is more to unfold. Social media often gets crazy, but not often as crazy as this. The scam tweets reportedly included catchy messages such as "feeling grateful, doubling all payments made to my Bitcoin address, urging people to pay out $100 and get $200 back." Another survey reveals that enterprise data in India is projected to grow at a 45.2% annual rate as compared to the global annual data growth rate of 42.2%. India's annual growth rate is third fastest among the surveyed countries worldwide, behind the US that is 50.5% and Australia at 46.9%, whereas 23% of India enterprises indicated that data security is the most important factor driving the changes being made to the organization's approach to how it manages central storage needs. This is the highest respondent rate among the surveyed countries. The global average is 17%. The good news is that the India enterprises will have the highest proportion of their data management functions fully automated in 2 years, that is at 74.4%, with the US trailing right behind at 73.9%. Let's wind up for the day, but do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download the War India app for the latest news and updates, which is available on Google Play Store. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.